Hi, my name is Maria Lawton and I am the owner of Azorean Greenbean. Azorean Greenbean is all about preserving the culture and especially the recipes of the Azorean Islands. Today, I am going to show you how easy it is to make fresh, white, soft cheese. Now, growing up, I always heard how hard it was to make it. The thing is it's not hard. It's time-consuming, but very easy to make. Before I show you how to make it, I'm going to show you some of these molds here. We have different size and shape of molds. Some are stainless steel, some are food grade plastic molds. These specifically came from France. What you don't see here is PVC piping. I've heard a lot of people who use PVC piping as a great cheese mold, and personally I don't care for it. It leaches and I don't want anything of that. You want food safe plastics. The way that I curd the milk is I use powdered rennet. There are some people who use liquid rennet. There are people who use vegetable rennet. Really, it is up to you. But this is how I was taught, and this is the way I'm going to show you. As for the cheese we're making today, we're using whole milk. We're using whole milk that isn't over pasteurized. And when you go to the store, you're going to see a notification on it where there'll be a double D on it. And that means that it's double pasteurized. You do not want that milk. That milk will not curd. Personally, I recommend you going to a local dairy farm and where it's fresh milk. It's not raw, it's pasteurized, but you'll be able to get wonderful curds from it. What I did 30 minutes ago to save us time is that I used a half gallon of what I used was Garlic milk, which is a local milk. Also Aruta's milk, which is out of Tiverton, Rhode Island. And one of the things that I do is you put your milk in the pan and you're going to bring it up to no more than 97 degrees. What you don't want to do is you don't want to bring the milk to a boil. If you do that, it will not curd. So again, real important on the type of milk you're using as well as the temperature of the milk. What the typical or the authentic cheese of St. Michael or any of the Azorean Islands, they would normally use goat milk. I was brought up with cow milk. A lot of times people would use raw milk. Again, personally, this is a preference. I like pasteurized milk. So 30 minutes ago, got it here, got it to a nice temp, did not overboil, added 1 teaspoon of the powdered rennet, mixed it well, took it off the flame, and let it cool down for 30 to 45 minutes. I think the longer you stay and leave it alone, the bigger the curds will be. So what I'm going to show you is the end result after 30 minutes. I'm going to go in with a slotted spoon, and you're going to go into the milk, and what you're going to find is these beautiful large curds. And this is what, it's just beautiful. I mean, I get excited about this. I don't know why. I don't know. Just call me weird or whatever. But this excites me. This is like so beautiful. These are nice, huge, beautiful curds. And what happens is you'll continually do this until it goes to the very top of the mold. Here it is. And you're going to look in the pan and you're going to see all this like liquid coming up. That's the way. This is how it is. And what you're going to do, and what I also do to help it along and kind of push the whey out, is I take a spoon and I just tap it down. And I do that, and as you can see, all the way, the extra whey is coming out. And you're going to do that for a little bit, and you're going to see the extra whey here. It's real important, and I should have said that beforehand, to have the mold over a plate that has the little lips here. Because with all this whey coming out, obviously you don't want a flat plate where you're going to have the whey just go all over the place. You want to contain it. So what you do is that. And then what I do is I take a little plate. You can see all the whey that's come out. And I kind of press it down. And I take it over to the sink. And I just drain out that whey. And what I do after is I refrigerate it. And what happens is after you refrigerate it for 1 day, or it's been 24 hours, see, this is the great thing about doing this all now. You get to see it all come to come to play here. The first day, after you've taken it out, you're going to notice you still have a lot of whey that's coming out of the cheese mold. If you feel the cheese, it's not firm yet. It's still very soft. And once again, see, this is where the time-consuming part is. We're always thinking that I'm going to make some fresh cheese and I want it today and that's it. But making fresh cheese, it takes a good 3 days to get it to the consistency. So we're going to drip that again, drain it out. And on the second day, you're going to go into the fridge and you're going to find that cheese again. And the consistency has changed again. There's less whey, still whey coming out of it. It's a little bit firmer than it was the day before, but still not quite right. As long as you're having all this whey coming out, the cheese is not ready. So I go back on the second day. Once again, this is like repeating over and over. And so after 48 hours, this is what you get. Put it back in. And then the third day, it's been 72 hours. You've been draining it every day. And this is the end result. And this is my favorite. And what happens is, as you can see, very little whey at the bottom of the plate. It's firmer. And I still do like to drain whatever is there. Just even if it's a little. And as you can see, that was just a little. And what you do is you're ready to serve it. And you would take your plate that you're going to serve, put it over the mold, and you're going to take your plate and you're going to flip it. How easy is that? And then you're going to remove the mold. And you have this beautiful, fresh, homemade cheese. And what I have here is I'm showing how you can serve it. You've got your fresh cheese in different shapes. This is my little heart shaped because it's February and I wanted to do Valentine's theme. And one of the ways you can serve the cheese is as an appetizer. And I love the red hot peppers, the chopped hot red peppers over the cheese with some nice little toasts, crackers, however you want it. Wonderful. Your guests will not complain about this. They will love it. But personally, the way that I was brought up with this cheese is that it would be Sunday morning. My parents would get fresh pops and fresh cornbread. And what they would do is we would literally cut up the pop and eat with the fresh cheese inside of it. Or my mother would cut up the cornbread and grill the cornbread and serve it with the fresh cheese. So thank you again for being part of this. I am Maria Lawton of the Azorean Greenbean. Thank you.